Morning, happy Monday. This is June 8th, 2026. It is 65 degrees and it's 85% humidity. And I am on my way to the prison job. And I seriously doubt there's going to be any parking places down here because I am early. It is 7:28. It's 7:28. So that should tell you that I'm early. Why am I early? Because I wanted to get out of the hot house. I wanted to get out of the hot house. All right. Not complaining. I have a house to live in. I'm thankful for everything I have. All right. Now, let's talk about somebody else besides me. Talk about somebody else besides me. Okay, we're going to talk about a fashion icon. Not really. I am being sarcastic when I say that. I hope you know that. I'll put up the little TikTok of it. Might speed it up just a tad. But this is all done in fair use. I'm just giving my opinion in a parody and comical way. And I don't mean any harm to anyone. And we're all just here to give our opinions. And this can also be educational for any young people that are watching. All right. There's an influencer that is pretty popular over on TikTok, you know, and other social media. But TikTok is her main social media account. She's a millionaire now, probably 4 or 5 times over. Gets sent, you know, all this stuff, or gets sent. Should have known that alarm would go off. I forgot to cut it off at 7:30. All right, now we'll get back onto the influencer that is now worth, you know, she's in her 20s. She's done been married and is in the process of getting a divorce. And, you know, I guess she married her high school or college sweetheart, and it just didn't work out, you know, because I would say because she's become famous. And I don't know that's the reason, but I'm just guessing. I don't know the whole detail. So, she's become famous. And, you know, now she has all these brands sending her stuff free, and that's great because she does influence. She influences me. You know, I'm all for these people getting sent stuff if I feel that they deserve it, and she deserves it. I'm not gonna lie about that. We're not gonna put her down for that, but I am gonna put her down for her choice of wardrobe. And this is just something, like I say, as somebody who's lived or kind of, I've not walked in her shoes as far as being an influencer or having all the money that, or brands sending her all this stuff. But when I talk about, I'm not talking about just, I'm talking about like Louis Vuitton. And, you know, she'll claim she buys them, but I don't believe she does. I believe she gets a gift card. And she buys what if she goes over the amount. Yeah, I believe she pays the difference there. Now, she's been known not to divulge her sponsorships, but I think she does now. All right, enough of the backstory. So she puts up a TikTok, and yes, I got the AC on. She puts up a TikTok. Let's take these off so you can see my eyes. That says she's going to her new boyfriend's picnic. Family picnic.
Look at this dress. I'm getting dressed. Absolutely adorable in this outfit. The shoe is so cute with the dress. And then for the bag, I bought this a few years ago. It could not be more perfect with this outfit. The bag is the ombre orange and yellow. So this is the bag.
And I think she's trolling the audience. I don't think she actually wore this, But maybe she did. She has this dress. She holds it up. Now, it is a dress that on some people, depending on your height, it would be extremely short. But on her, it's not, because she's short like me. And she has lost a lot of weight. She looks good. And the dress is orange, which I have no problem with. It's a summer looking dress. It's a beachy looking dress. But it has these orange cutlets cut around the breastises. And I could see this at the beach. You and your boyfriend, you and your husband, whatever, going out to eat. You're going to a restaurant that's on the beach, or you're going to say you're going to a cookout on the beach. I don't know where you can cook out on the beach, but I'm sure somewhere you can, especially now that she's in these circles. So she goes and she puts the dress on. The dress looks beautiful on her. Not gonna lie, but it looks cheap. And then she brings out these white sandals. And y'all know, if you've been following me long enough, I'm just not into the white on your feet anymore. And I know she is much younger than me. But to me, when you wear the white shoes, the white sandals, with it's not much deeper, but it just looks cheap to me.
This is only my opinion, and I know
so out of
everyone
date
has
to me.
one.
And there again, that may just be me, but that's not the issue here. Other than I think it looks cheap. It looks like something maybe you'd wear to the club. Maybe if you were a dancer, and you might wear that, out on the floor before you take it off. And then she brings out the Louis Vuitton bag, which is a beautiful bag. And I felt it was, all I saw there was, if I looked at her when she walked into my picnic, and that was my grandson or my son or my nephew with this girl, or whoever, my cousin with this girl, I would say, that's a fake handbag. That's the first thing that I thought about, was there's no way that bag can be real with what she has on. Now, I get people all the time like to wear the Walmart clothing with the Louis Vuitton. I doubt you're going to see anybody with a Chanel bag with Walmart. Well, you might. I'm going to take that back. You might at the beach. But I just don't see how she can be serious to think you would wear this the first time. And I'm sure his family has seen her on TikTok. I'm sure he may have bragged. I don't know. And maybe this relationship is just all for show. But I would ask my relative, because y'all know I say it like it is now. I would ask, what attracted you to her and what keeps you seeing her? Is it the fact that she has money now? Is it because she's a trophy? And I always say, you don't go out with people, and I didn't say this when I was younger, but now that I'm older and wiser, I say you don't go out with people if you don't think you can spend the rest of your life with them. Maybe one time, but if you're constantly dating this person, then you've got to be asking yourself, I'm saying in your 20s, could I spend the rest of my life with this person? And I know I'm being probably old-fashioned now. But you never know who you're going to fall in love with. And they all have little quirks. And you think, well, can I get past this quirk? So that's just my thing. Y'all can let me know how you feel in the comments if you disagree with me, and I'm sure there'll be some men that disagree with me, and that's fine. But I that's just being a motherly person. Even though I don't have children, I could put myself in that situation and say, are you sure? And if you are, that's fine. But I would have to say, are you sure this is who you want to be dating? All right, now, James Charles. And you know, if you've been with me for a long time, you know that James Charles is a male influencer. And I may be getting his gender wrong. I'm not trying to be politically correct here. I'm just saying what I see. He's been caught several times talking to underage boys. And when I say admitted, let's put this out there. He's admitted and apologized for contacting a 15-year-old when he's in his early 20s through DMs. Now, granted, I guess the kid lied. I don't know that. But nothing's ever been done. So from what I understand, and I've not really watched it, so I'm just going by hearsay, there's been another one to come forward that is recent. Now, he claims he's changed. I mean, people have told him, don't even look at your DMs if you don't know who they are. And I understand that sometimes you, especially on Instagram, now I don't look that much on TikTok, I'll be honest with you. If you send me a private message on TikTok, I've probably never seen it. I do look to see if somebody's commented, and I usually click the like. I don't always respond back there. But as far as going into private messages anymore, I don't really look at them. And I can't tell you when the last time it was that I looked at it. It may not be any there. I don't know. Anyway, he needs to not even be going there. If he has this issue with this, then why set yourself up? Why set yourself up? It's only my opinion. And then I saw where somebody was talking about that, you know, all these brands continue to support him. And then I saw another video. This is me strolling through TikTok, where somebody's defending James, saying that you shouldn't, if you unfollow him, of course I don't follow him, but I'm just saying, they were talking like if it was somebody they knew, and they saw that they unfollowed James, well, they're going to unfollow them. Like it's okay for James to be doing what he's doing. But yet, they're the same people who will say that this person over here that they don't agree with is a P. And y'all know what I mean when I say a P. I'm not going to spell it out because of the algorithm and stuff. But you know what I'm saying. They'll claim this person over here is, but this person over here, he's just troubled. He's just troubled. Just because he's under 30 years old. Anyway. I just thought I'd try to find something else to talk about today. Of course, y'all know that I've been up on my community posting stuff. And feel free to look at them. Feel free to disagree with me. But, as I said before, I don't want no body shaming. I don't want no body shaming. And when I mean by body shaming, there's just certain words I don't want used. Because it just, I am not perfect. And that's why I've tried to never judge anyone by the way they look. I will occasionally say something about what they're eating, and they claim they're doing this when they're really not. And that's why I just say I'm not on anything. I'm just watching my calories. That's really all I'm doing. I'm watching my calories. If you want to know what I'm doing, I'm watching my calories. Now, I put up the sarcastic thing Saturday about produce, and I don't know if anybody really got it. I mean, I put in the title, it was satire. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not going to eat another cucumber again or anything like that. It's just not something that I don't crave that kind of stuff. Let's put it that way. I don't crave that kind of stuff. I crave a good juicy steak or a really hot chicken wing. That's what I crave. And I know that's sad, but that's what I crave. And so, like I say, it was just being funny. All right, I'm going to go to work, y'all, so I can get some work done. That's right. So I can get some work done, getting the AC. So I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you so much for watching. If I don't put up a video for a few days, a few weeks, don't think anything's wrong. It's just, I just don't have anything to say. And as I said before, I'm not going to record at the house when it's 100 degrees and with fans blowing. If I get in the mood that I want to go somewhere else and film at someone else's house and they let me, then I might do that. Or we'll wait till the new heat pump is installed in 2028. Talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.